It seems fitting that the lasting image from Sunday in Week 3 is going to be the greatest coach in the league, Bill Belichick, grabbing the arm of a referee as he ran off the field when the Ravens beat the Patriots on a questionable field goal. Just another wild day in the NFL, and I'm here to break it down with our senior editor, Eric, at home. And Eric, lots of overtime games, referee questions overall. What did we learn today?
Well, you hit on it. It's a terrific product. The NFL is incredible theater right now. We've got these games coming down to the last minute. We've got great upsets like Minnesota over San Francisco, the crazy finishes in Pittsburgh, Oakland, and New England, Baltimore. Those 3 overtime games you mentioned. Some terrific action out there. The people love the product. TV ratings never been higher. And yet you've got this officiating situation, which is starting to affect almost every game. The challenge situation in the San Francisco-Minnesota game, the wrong yardage marked off in Detroit, Tennessee, and Cincinnati, Washington. You know, sort of no idea of what the pass contact rules, pass interference rules are in the late game. You know, look, the two sides did meet Sunday, the union and the NFL. We'll see if something comes of it. You know, Belichick and Kyle Shanahan, though, getting out of control, speaking back in Belichick's case, grabbing an official. It's starting to get really ugly. The memo that the league sent out clearly hasn't done much good.
You have to wonder at this point when an owner is just going to say, look, it's done, we got to get this settled, we need to almost capitulate to the referees, but no one is backing down. And I've said this before, the NFL is going to say that the real refs make mistakes too, but it's a lot different when you have guys out there who just don't seem qualified. Eric, a lot of surprises like we have every week in the NFL, but what was the biggest surprise to you today?
Well, to me, it was not necessarily that the Minnesota Vikings beat the 49ers, but it was the way they did it. Similar styles, but the Vikings were able to beat the 49ers at their own game, really. 49ers clearly came in way too cocky, went into this game thinking they were going to win going away. The Vikings continually pounded away on a 16-play opening drive, scored, and just set the tone for the day. They're down one of their best defensive players in Aaron Henderson. Jaron Allen missed the series there, and yet they were able to win the game, do so with a great performance by Christian Ponder. Kind of maybe cut down that 49ers team a little bit. Now watch out, Houston Texans, Atlanta Falcons. You're on watch next week now that you're being anointed as 2 of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, Texans, Falcons, and the Arizona Cardinals of all teams, the only undefeated teams through 3 weeks. It might still be a passing league, Eric, but we got a running back as our player of the day.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't always go with the guy with the biggest stats, but to me, Jamaal Charles absolutely carried his team on the back. You know, the Chiefs were down and out in New Orleans. Looked like they were going to lose that game, go to 0-3. They're on the road, but Charles broke off that 91-yard touchdown run. He had 233 yards rushing, another 55 receiving. To me, that touchdown changed momentum and proved that his knee is in still pretty good shape. All those yards, wow, what a day in New Orleans.
Yeah, I think we also have to mention Torrey Smith, the Ravens wide receiver. 2 touchdowns, 127 yards receiving, just hours after finding out about the tragic death of his brother. Obviously, our thoughts go out to Torrey Smith, a remarkable performance by him. To see all of our analysis from Week 3 in the NFL, be sure to check out our website at ProFootballWeekly.com.